So the Gifted ELC at Pennridge High School allows our gifted students to participate in opportunities they may not have in a normal classroom. EL stands for Enrichment Learning Community, and these opportunities can range from things like where we are now on a field trip to guest speakers, to individualized programs, contests. Last year we did a contest through PennDOT regarding helping to solve some real-world problems. So as opportunities come up, we put them out for the students, and some, again, are larger, like field trips, and some are smaller for specialized groups, maybe STEM, maybe the humanities, some art, some music, some things like that. Whatever the kids want to gravitate towards based on their own strengths, interests, and curiosities.
It's really nice because it helps us, look at difference of things and think critically about things that happen within the United States that you might not know about and that might not get to visit on like a family vacation. It's just something cool to experience as a student. Tiny little holes to get into the cells.
Describe it.
I mean, it's just, I don't know, you think like a regular cell door like you see in modern day prisons, but instead it was like a hole in the wall that you couldn't really get in and out. And you didn't even have access to the direct hallways. You had to go through the courtyards. And it's really weird. I think definitely the architecture is a big thing. Yeah. Seeing different architecture in this building, this massive building. I don't know, just the way they constructed this back then, I mean, all the stone, all the concrete that you had to put into this, all the time and effort, and then to expand upon it. They were talking about the main cell area where you can see the 8 different corridors at once. That was pretty cool to see.
So the ELC has been around for quite a while, but it hasn't really developed into what it is now until like the past few years. We know that the traditional model of gifted instruction in grades K to 8 involves an actual gifted class. In high school we don't have that, but in high school we do have highly rigorous classes like AP classes and things like that, dual enrollment. So we added on the ELC to add additional opportunities for students, but this is optional. This is not something we force students into, so they can kind of pick and choose what they're ready for, what they're interested in, and most importantly, what fits into a schedule that is way busier than it would be in middle school or elementary school.
Well, it's fun, but we also get to learn a lot. So like our tour guide taught us a lot of different information, taught us different questions too. So I feel like we just get other experiences that we wouldn't get if we weren't in gifted.
It was actually really cool. I kind of came here not really knowing what to expect, but the place is really grand. I've kind of been here a couple times, but I've never been here for an actual tour. I just came for the Halloween attractions. So I've seen the prison in a different form, but I've never seen it like this. It was cool getting to learn about the history of all the prisons from when this place started as a reform center compared to what it is now. And yeah, I wasn't expecting to like it this much. It was fun.
So trips are, well, first of all, there's a practical side. Wherever I think we can get buses to or we can get to easily and get back within a school day is important. But usually there's some history involved. And usually there's some other aspects. So for instance, last year we went to Ellis Island. Of course there's history there. All the immigration coming into the United States in the late 1800s and early part of the 20th century. But there's also the idea of people assimilating into the United States and those struggles. So it's really all, everything we do is in some ways somewhat part of the human story. We're in a prison right now, and the original purpose of this prison originally was to help people repent and help them really think about what they had done, and hopefully that would fix them. And then we see the philosophy of that changing over the years, as our tour guide said, not because of a changing of philosophy, simply because of money and resources, and a city like Philadelphia getting larger and larger. So hopefully when we're out on one of these field trips, whether it's or any ELC activity, there's something that at least a student finds interest in that they can then go look into a little bit more. One of the pieces in this trip specifically, we had done a long time ago in the past, it fits in with psychology, and the psychology and behavioral psychology, and even things like criminology and what's in the criminal mind. And there's a lot of interest in that nowadays, and that's one place, just one little example of how a student could go further into investigate, take psychology courses, take our criminology, our forensics courses that all tie in with this larger idea of criminal behavior and criminal justice.
I'm personally interested in doing criminal psychology, so this is specifically interesting to me, and there's a lot of other opportunities for different careers that people would want to do.
I mean, they're kind of the best. Like, I know a lot of people that I'm friends with are in gifted and they don't come on these trips. Me and my friend Jake, we've been on pretty much every one we've been offered, and they're always a lot of fun. It's a fun group of people. It's not who I'm normally around, but we still all get together, we all have fun, and the trips are positive.
I feel like it's a good way to expose yourself to a bunch of different cultures. You see a lot more things than you normally would. Like when we did the New York trip, it was really cool because we got to just walk around New York City. So we saw, it wasn't just a guided trip. We got to see people in the real world too. So it's a lot of cool opportunities.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I learned a bunch of new things. I saw Al Capone's cell, which I would have never been able to experience, and it provides opportunities that I wouldn't have done myself. I couldn't see myself coming here, but it was so cool that I was able to through this opportunity, and I'm so thrilled.